Welcome back to our meal prep kitchen. Today we are going to be making a super easy air fried salmon, and this comes from frozen salmon. So if you are like me and you don't want to be spending a ton on fresh salmon every single week, we just opt for the frozen versions, thaw them out and then air fry them, and they taste amazing. It is a super fast protein source and it tastes amazing. This is actually how I got Dylan to start eating salmon. So after you've got your salmon thawed, then we're gonna go ahead and preheat our air fryer. I preheat my air fryer at 400 and we're gonna get that started. Okay, now we've got our salmon thawing and we have the air fryer preheating. So next we want to make the dressing, or the topping, if you will, for the salmon. And this is what makes all the difference. If you're somebody that's like, no, I hate salmon, it's too fishy, then this is literally how you change that and make it super good, because salmon is so good for us. We actually use two different types of salmon. Pink salmon, which is lower fat, it's going to be closer to like a chicken breast as far as the macros go. And then I like to eat the regular Atlantic salmon. This has a lot more fat in it, but I find that it tastes a lot better. Dylan likes the pink salmon, I like the Atlantic salmon, so we're gonna have a combination tonight. But for the dressing, what I like to do is honey, garlic, lemon juice, some sort of oil. I'm using sesame oil tonight, you can use whatever. And then usually I do some soy sauce or just regular liquid aminos. And I actually got these coconut liquid aminos I'm gonna try out tonight. And then for Dylan's, he likes a little bit spicier food. I'm gonna add a little bit of sriracha to his. So just a little drizzle of that to make it a little bit spicy. So what we're going to do is, this will be for about 3 servings. Dylan's gonna be eating 2 fillets and I'm gonna have 1. So that's what's going to be for this. You can up the amounts of each of these things as you go, totally up to you. So I like to start with the aminos first, and I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of these, 1 tablespoon liquid aminos, and then I'm going to do a tablespoon of garlic, and depends on how much you like garlic. If you want to add more or less, we love garlic here, we're gonna add a lot. If you've watched these videos, you already know. And then we're going to do a tablespoon of our oil. And then I like to do the oil and then the honey next, so that the honey doesn't stick to the tablespoon. Kind of a little hack that we found. So I'll do a tablespoon's worth of honey. I've seen people do like barbecue sauce instead of honey for salmon. You just want something that's gonna be like a sweeter glaze, and I think that really helps with the fishy taste. And then for our lemon juice, I just do a cap full of lemon juice. Awesome. And then what we're going to do is just mix that all together. I like to use a brush. It's a lot funner to paint your salmon with your sauce. And then I'm just going to paint this on, and I typically don't use all of it for one night. This typically makes me about like 2 to 3 nights worth. And how to track this, I would just track this with the foods that have macros in them. So you would track the honey and the oil that you use for this. And if you make like a batch like this, just track it as a batch, make it into a recipe, and then figure out how many times you actually use it. And then you can create a recipe that's just like glazed salmon, and that'll be a super easy way that you can track the macros for this. Is done. Look how awesome this looks. So this should come out with like some darker pieces around. It should be browned, and it's going to be flaky and amazing. I'm going to be pairing mine with some pita chips and hummus and a side salad, and then Dylan is going to be pairing his with some mashed potatoes and his side salad. So this can go with a lot of different things. A lot of people will put rice, you can put sweet potatoes with this. It's very versatile and it tastes great every single time. So give this a try, let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.